Outside of music, an interval is the distance between two things. So therefore, a musical interval is the distance between two notes, two chords, or two keys. When determining an interval, we can get really specific, but let's start at 30,000 feet and zoom in. Intervals are all about looking at the relationship between two notes. C and C are the same note, so we'll call this a unison, a prime, or a first. C up to D is a second, C up to E is a third, C up to F is a fourth, and so on and so forth. All I did was count the distance between the two notes. For going down, I'm still going to count the distance between the two notes. You'll notice that C down to D is a seventh, and not a second like it was going up. Don't let this throw you off. All we're doing is counting how far apart the two notes are. If you're going up, it's called an ascending interval. If you're going down, it's called a descending interval. If they're played at the same time, it's called a harmonic interval. And if they're played separately, it's called a melodic interval. Of course, we can start from any note, not just C. For example, all of these notes are a fifth apart, and all of these notes are a seventh apart. If a note is an eighth apart, we call that an octave. If the interval is larger than an octave, perhaps this C to the D an octave above it, we call that a compound interval. Again, we're still counting distance, it's just further apart. In this particular example, we call this a ninth, or 2 plus 7. As far as simple intervals are concerned, C up to D is a second. However, this D is an octave above that, so we call it a ninth. A compound interval is always going to be the simple interval plus 7. And while everything I've said is accurate, it's not complete. Next time we'll look at classifying intervals. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll see you next time on 2 Minute Music Theory.